Okay, well, practice one in the books. Thought it was a really good day. Really impressed with Jaron and the offense and the timing. So defense, we have some things to go through, but the install was, you know, focused on fundamentals and technique. But like a lot of the new bodies that we're seeing on the defensive side, and a lot of the guys that are come back, it's pretty obvious that our team got a lot stronger in the last couple of months of working out. So we tested our guys in the weight room, and I really like the numbers from our whole group. So overall as a team, really happy with the strength numbers, and we'll see how it transfers over to the football field. But I'm really impressed with that, specifically the D-line, the strength in the D-line. So take any questions you guys have.
We still got like Caden, I saw on social media.
Yeah.
He's like doing these crazy amounts of weight. Was that a renewed emphasis this offseason in terms of the weight room? Or?
I think the guys just came with a different type of attitude in the weight room, and it showed in the numbers, it showed in the testing. So I was really pleased with what we saw from the testing of all the guys, and every position group got stronger, and that should help us out in terms of the weight room. Allows us to be healthier too. So strength training sometimes doesn't get enough credit for the injury prevention that it has in the program. So
this is your 7th spring ball.
Mm-hmm.
Compare that to the readiness level of the team compared to the other starts of spring ball, basically with the continuity of the coaching staff.
Yeah, that's a big thing. I mean, I think we were able to add some new guys, but it's also the continuity that we're seeing from the return players, the experience on both sides of the ball, and also in special teams, the fact that we have our place kicker and our punter back. All that stuff matters, and going into this year, we can just focus on the little details, of intricacies of our assignment. And as a program, I think it'll help us a big deal. Not worried about guys depth-wise trying to get experience. Now we're just more concerned on competition and who's going to win the spots, because there's a lot of really good players in every position group. There's a lot of position battles going on.
You've worked hard to develop the leadership approach, the player-driven leadership. Talk about how that pays off on day one at spring and what you see.
Yeah, I mean, I talked about leadership and guys stepping up, but we have a capable team of leaders. It's my job to put them in a position to lead and give them things to work on, and things that I want their feedback. And I think it's a key for me to give them the autonomy to own the program. So it's just easy just to ask for leadership. I think I had to do my part, and me and the coaches had to do our part, putting in the players in a position to lead.
Keanu Saliapaga back is a pleasant surprise. How did that unfold?
He's back to practice, and he's healthy now, or healthier, and so guy that's played a lot of games for us and started. So adding him to a deep O-line is really good for us, and we'll see how much we can use him. I thought he was limited in practice today, which was really good for us. And the goal is to get to the fall, but there are a lot of other guys that can use more reps in the 11-on-11 stuff.
Is it strange, Kalani, not having a starting quarterback battle this year?
Yeah, I mean, quarterbacks are always going to have to battle for playing time. I think it was interesting to see the other quarterbacks and how I thought overall the quarterbacks as a position group did really well today, and I thought the timing that they had with the receivers, and it helps when you have a bunch of receivers that can catch the ball like our guys. But the new guys on the field, like Cody Epps, and you got Chase Roberts and those guys that are just filling in where we left. With not having Neal and not having Sampson, those guys are stepping up. And I see in the tight end group, you see guys that are stepping in for, Dallin Hooker's doing a really good job, but others are stepping up to replace Isaac Rex. And there's a lot of capable bodies, so I'm excited about that. We'll see how it goes, the competition.
How is Isaac doing?
Go ahead.
How is Isaac doing?
He's doing good. He's progressing, so we're hoping to get him back by the fall.
We saw Micah Harper at safety there.
Yep.
The 2 minutes you let us watch.
You did, huh? Dang it.
Is that permanent?
All our corners will play safety. All our safeties will play corner. So good job catching that.
You mentioned the defensive line showed a lot of strength gains this offseason.
Yeah.
I know you don't like to necessarily highlight just one individual. Caden Haas looked like he got stronger, but are there any other defensive linemen that really made a lot of progress?
All those guys got strong, but Josh Larson has changed his body. He's over 300 pounds now, so Yeah, that's big. And when he was 260 not long ago, and I could probably go down the list. So I think the entire defensive line group wants to prove something. So they get to go against a really good old line every day. That should make them a better group. So we'll see how. But the fact that they got in the weight room and got stronger, that shows that our guys have a different mindset going into this year than I've seen from the years past.
Is that a carryover just from some of the struggles they had in the rush defense game last year?
Probably, yeah. You just keep egging them on, guys, and talking about how they're not really good. Just keep doing that. They'll listen to you guys more than they will to me sometimes. So I think just they know that there's a lot of people questioning them, and that's okay. It's okay. I'm not going to lie to them, So they need to step up and stuff the run and get some sacks, and then we'll be really good as a team.
With Chris Brooks coming from a P5 program, does he have the inside track to be that RB1?
Oh, there's a bunch of guys that can play that position, but he looked really, really good today, and I thought he and Lopini looked really nice, and Hinckley did some good things. I mean, that whole group, McChesney, that whole group, it's deep too. So, but from what I saw in Chris and the plays that he made, he can really fit our scheme.
Do you want to have a starting running back RB1 emerge, or is it going to be running back? Are you comfortable with running back by committee?
Yeah, I'm not going to put a deadline on it, but once, I don't know if you guys remember, there wasn't like a deadline when Tyler took over as a starter. It just kind of happened. So maybe this will be the same way, but yeah, we'll see. Go ahead, Jay.
I was going to ask Zach.
I'm just wondering who else you caught at different positions. Like, I noticed so-and-so was long snapping. And
saw Kingsley lining up at right tackle.
Yeah.
What appeared to maybe be the first unit. I mean, what type of talent or potential does Kingsley have in the program?
Kingsley can play any position. We have a number of O-linemen that can play all of the positions. The only difference is he can't play center because he's not snapping. But we'll teach him how to snap, and then away we go. But I think we have whether they play left or right, it gives us the ability to just have different lineups, and we're going to try that out in the spring. So yeah, we might see Blake at left and right, and Harris play guard and tackle, and CPay can play all five positions, so can Joe. So we'll play around with it a little bit, make Jay's job a little bit harder.
We got the NFL Combine this week, and Tyler's going to be out there. Do you have any role with him going out there in terms of talking to teams, coaches, GMs, that type of a deal?
Yeah, I'm open to talk to anybody that wants to talk about our players, whether it's Tyler or others. Mm-hmm. And so I think I have a good relationship with a lot of people in the NFL, and if they want to talk about them, I talk about our opponents quite often too, and anything I can do to help the scouts and general managers and head coaches and coordinators know more about an individual, I'm going to do whatever I can to help them achieve their dreams. So
I've also seen you expand your staff. We saw the 5 new announcements this week. Is that just kind of the beginning, you feel like?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, that's unprecedented. It's not just only 5 guys, so we'll see. I mean, I don't know if there's a limit to it, but let's just keep it going. I think Tom and the administration is doing a good job at getting us the resources, and there's a lot more that we propose that we asked for, and we'll get there. But I like I like the momentum that it's gaining and the opportunity that we have to have, just to add the resources that get us to that level that we need to be going into this fall and definitely into next year.
Which teams would you like to see stay on the roster or not on the roster, the schedule?
Schedule?
When you go to the Big 12?
I don't know. If we can play 20 games, I'd love to see them all. It doesn't matter. I like playing football, so I let the administration, Tom, handle those things because there's contracts involved in TV deals and stuff like that. So I just go and coach whoever's out there. So,
Tom said his preference would be in-state schools as much as possible. Would that be yours?
I don't care as long as they get a team ready to play. I don't know if I'll take games on a Tuesday or Wednesday anymore, but it doesn't matter. We just want to play football, and my job is to get our guys ready for 12 guaranteed opportunities to play. And so if I can get our team ready for those 12, doesn't matter who it is, line them up and let's play.
Any other questions?
What changes, if any, do you plan to make with you and Tuiaki plan to make with the defense this year?
Just get more disruption and more big plays on defense. I've been asking for a long time now, and that's the expectations that I have. And but we want to stop people from scoring. So basically everything is what I want. I want to score as many points on offense, and on defense I want to disrupt and not give up so many points. So that's the key. I don't know. It's not rocket science. So
Okay, last question over here.
Ben,
I think you said something to the effect that when you started as a head coach, you wanted to create humongous offensive linemen.
yeah.
It looks like you've reached that.
I know the
that
problem is
level.
I'm gaining weight too. Dang it, So if I'm going to expect our players to gain weight, I better do it too. So I could afford to lose some weight, but yeah, I want big boys.
Is this as deep as it's been though since you've been here, as far as the offensive line is concerned?
Yeah, I'm really excited about our depth. I thought we've always had some really good talent, but the game ready talent I've seen from the O line. I mean, don't underestimate the D line. D line is going to be really good too. And they're strong. They're just young, and they'll grow up a lot in the next few months before we get for fall camp. So I'm excited about the big boys. I want to see them, put the helmets on and clash a little bit and get bigger and stronger, but gain more valuable competition and experience, some violent experience in spring football.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Kalani.